It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet comes courtesy of one of our avid Trump supporters. And today's tweet says, "Why can't I admit Trump is unique and we don't want more of the same? Why can't I, Phil Williams, admit that Trump is unique and we do not want more of the same?" Well, for all you Trump supporters out there, you are about to hear Phil Williams admit to a point about Trump. You guys are about to hear it. Don't adjust your dials. You're about to hear it. You ready? Write it down. Put this date down. Because you're about to get Phil Williams to admit to a Trump supporter's point. Here I go. Thank you, Lord Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You're right. Trump is awesomely unique. Trump is very unique. And yes, you do not want more of the same. But here's where I jump off your Trump train. I got on for a second, so please give me credit. I know it's going to be hard for you guys. But give me credit. I was on your train for a minute. But here is why Trump is awesomely unique. See, what we're accustomed to as far as dealing with politicians is we're used to seeing campaigns running against politician, and that's not what's happening here. Another thing we're used to running against politician is we're used to always attacking who is behind the politician. Well, this politician, he's supported by big business. This politician is supported by the teachers union. This politician is supported by the Koch brothers. This politician is supported by whoever. Barack Obama's behind it. We're always used to talking about the people who's behind the candidate. They're for crony capitalism. And then we always point out all these things, and people call them attack ads. And then the reason why they call them attack ads is because they know that the voter is just ridiculously ignorant. Somebody tells the truth about a candidate and you say he's under attack. He's not under attack. He's being told something about him, he or she. But what we're accustomed to having is the person behind the scenes propping up the one in front of the scenes. This is what we're accustomed to. And so we attack from who is backing him. Donald Trump is awesomely unique because why? He got you believing, and they got you believing he's a billionaire and all these kind of things. And so he can come out and say he's not backed by anybody, this and that. He can come and tell you what he don't need and all this kind of stuff. And you can believe it because you believe the premise that he's a billionaire and he doesn't need anything. He's in control of his own destiny. And so the uniqueness of Donald Trump, or the uniqueness of this election, is that this is not your traditional election. Here where the problem lies. For us, American citizens, that have been hoodwinked into getting behind Donald Trump or getting hoodwinked into being so angry and mad at Hillary Clinton, you don't see this unique perspective of Donald Trump. The conservative sellout media won't bring this uniqueness out because they have an agenda. There's a big media conglomerate thing going on that's going to happen in the near future, and Donald Trump and Roger Ailes and these people are going to lead the way. And you're just stupid enough to support this foolishness. Why? Because you are so mad at Hillary. You don't even see that Hillary is expendable even to the left. The left don't care about Hillary. The left only cares about the fact that you care about Hillary. They will replace Hillary at any given moment. They already got it in place that she's sick, she's criminal, and everything. You're not learning anything new about Hillary. The left doesn't care about Hillary. The left cares about the left. And Hillary Clinton is that shiny object to get all you people that just only care about Hillary. That you will not see the unique nature of Donald Trump. You Christians will make excuses for him. You'll sacrifice Christ again on the cross for Trump. Evangelicals by the buckets coming out because why? You hate Hillary more than you love Jesus. Now, here's the unique nature of Donald Trump. This is something that, at least in my lifetime, I've never seen in politics. We are trained to look at the person behind the candidate. For the first time, at least in my nature, that the person behind the candidate is running against the candidate. See, Donald Trump was the one who was behind Hillary. Donald Trump was the one who propped Hillary up. Donald Trump is the one who made sure Hillary was funded. Donald Trump and his whole family supports liberalism. This is the first time that we've ever seen somebody on the so-called right of America, so the one who was really behind the candidate on the left. But they got you to hate Hillary so much that you won't look at that uniqueness of Donald Trump. Donald Trump was Hillary Clinton's #1 fan. And now we're in election. And I was talking with my friend Lita Whitener. Very good patriot. Very good conservative principled person. Loves this country. Being dogged out left and right because of... We're going to get into that later, so I'm not going to get into that. But I was talking with Lita, and she brought up a very good point. Donald Trump, he's branding hating Hillary. He's branding it. He's making sure people that hate Hillary continue to hate Hillary. But here's the question that I ask. Very good point Lita made. But I want to add this to it. When did Donald Trump start hating Hillary? Yeah, he can get you ridiculous people out there that hate Hillary, and he can keep that into your dynamic. But when did he start hating Hillary? Because if you do any research, and it's not hard to research, it's right there. But since you then gave your patriotism over to a bunch of sellout media people, you won't look at the fact that Donald Trump was Hillary Clinton's #1 supporter. Donald Trump is liberalism's #1 supporter. 60% of the Republican National Convention, the stage was occupied by registered Democrat liberals. Donald Trump's own family. I got a question for you guys. Have you ever wondered what a Donald Trump family meeting looks like? He's got you convinced he's a Republican, looking out for conservative Jesus principles, but his whole freaking family is liberals. Support abortion, support Obamacare, supports everything on the liberal agenda. Do you think Donald Trump is at home arguing with his children? No, the Republican National Convention showed you that his children adore their dad. And they're registered liberals and Democrats. History shows that that is Aunt Hillary and Uncle Bill. So ask yourself, when did Donald Trump start hating Hillary? Does he really hate Hillary? Or do you hate Hillary so much that you'll buy this outspoken, so-called non-politician, different, unique candidate? You'll buy what he's saying without looking at the fact that, guess what? He is the guy in the smoke-filled room for Hillary Clinton. He is that guy that if Hillary was running without a Donald Trump, say for instance she was running against Ted Cruz, you would point out the fact that Donald Trump is the one who supports Hillary. When you treat them like traditional candidates, Donald Trump's name would come up when it comes to talking about who's behind Hillary. And then you'll look at his eminent domain thing as a liberal thing. And you'll look at all of his support of Obamacare and universal health care as a liberal thing. You'll say that Hillary Clinton is supported by Donald Trump, and Donald Trump wants Common Core. Donald Trump wants Obamacare. He didn't think Obamacare went far enough. He wants universal health care. You would look at all these things, but Donald Trump is uniquely positioned to be the guy who's behind the liberal candidate, to be the one that's against her. When did he start hating Hillary? Because the answer is he doesn't hate Hillary. It's just that you hate Hillary so much that you won't connect those dots for yourself, and you will hand this country over to liberalism. When Donald Trump flip-flops, he flip-flops to his original position, liberal. He tells you something conservative, gets you all riled up, gets you high Hitlering and everything like this, and then he flip-flops to the liberal side. because you hate Hillary so much that you can't even implement your love for Jesus Christ in the open, and you can't even implement your love for this country in the open because you hate Hillary. We've survived, or at least I can put in this category, our founding escaped slaves survived things worse than a Hillary. But the uniqueness of this campaign is that Donald Trump rebrands everything that the right stands for. A Christian will never be able to come and say that they love Jesus anymore because you sold out Jesus' principles for Donald Trump. A Second Amendment right person can never say that they honor the Second Amendment when you sell out to Donald Trump. A First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, anything that a Republican that freed the slaves stood for. You can no longer say that with confidence now that you've supported Donald Trump. There is not a candidate on this planet that can say that they're so principled once they went and supported the cheetah Jesus. Because Donald Trump sells everything. He's never bought anything on our side. So that means all he can do is trick you and sell out everything on our side. Donald Trump is worse than Hillary because he is the one who supported Hillary. Without a Donald Trump, there wouldn't have been a Hillary. There would have had to be somebody else to support her. Yes, he is very unique. We've never had the person behind the scenes run against somebody who's in front of the scenes. And America ends up screwed in the end because they're both liberal. He loves Hillary, people. He hates Republicans. Look at how he treated Republicans as a Republican. That's just pure hatred. And we're still waiting for him to unleash on crooked Hillary like he did on his so-called family member Republicans. We're still waiting. Hey, NCC, National Conservative Coalition for Life. I'm Phil Williams. Thank you, Lita. Thank you, Sharon. And that's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.